Welcome to Quiplash. The voice you hear belongs to me, Josh Schmitty-Schmitzenstein. I want you to know that I may not agree with all of your quips, but I will fight to the death for your right to quip them, or at least sign an online petition. Here's round one. 2 prompts will appear on your device, which you can answer in any clever or not clever way you want. Everyone will choose between your answer and someone else's, and decide who wins. The more people who vote for your answer, the better your score. Let's go! Almost out of time. Use the safety quip button if you have to. Let's see those quips. Up first, the 1960s Batman was so goofy, one episode saw Batman and Robin fighting blank. Okay, use your device to pick your favorite. And next is the most important part of Canadian sex. Ready, set, vote! Coming up next, everybody who buys a jet ski gets a personal card that says this. It's voting time. Next prompt. Breaking news, scientists have just discovered nature's fiercest creature, the blank shark. Vote now. That's round one. Let's see how the scores shook out. Now round two, where all points and bonuses are doubled. Oh, the drama. Great, let's see what we got here. Starting us off, a sign your parents may have sheltered you as a kid. Okay, pick your favorite and vote. Next up, why Santa doesn't hire millennial elves. Vote on your devices. Moving on, a really crappy nude calendar, The Men of Blank. Okay, vote. Moving on, a great way to make a dolphin mad is to blank. Get to voting. That's all for round 2. Let's see where the points went. And now round 3, the last lash. This time you'll all be answering the same prompt. Write a quip using these word lash rules. Everybody's in! In the final round, you can give out 1 gold and 1 silver medal to your top 2 quips. Make them count. Okay, let's see who got those medals. Silver. And gold. All right, let's turn that into cold, hard points. That's all. Now for the final scores. Howdy, and welcome to Lie Swatter, the massive true or false trivia game. We can accommodate a huge number of players in a game. Just trust us, we totally can. All right then, before we get started, don't forget, new players can go to this website and enter this room code to join the game at any time. Let's go! You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from these fact categories. Boogie boarding was a trial event at the 1996 Summer Olympics. Use your device to pick whether you think the fact is true or a lie. Slim Fast was created one day after Gandhi died. Kool-Aid can be used to clean the inside of dishwashers. The Hindenburg's nickname was the Unburnable. Charles Schultz died the night before the final Peanut strip was published. Dolphins in the Amazon River sometimes have sex with each other in the blowhole. Sesame Street once showed Big Bird having a bowel movement. And here's where everyone stands at the end of round 1. Here are your next 7 fact categories. Navajos considered people with innies to be the devil. Winston Churchill was half American. Shrimp can live up to 1,000 years. Guinness offered Guinness Lime for a limited time in 2011. There is a genus of bisexual ferns named after Lady Gaga. Napoleon was normal height. The latex condom was invented by an Austrian circus clown balloon artist. Here are your scores. For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is minerals. Are these real mineral facts or total lies? I can't promise my pronunciations are 100%. There is a mineral named fuculite. There is a mineral named hangtite. There is a mineral named fartifamite. There is a mineral named Cummingtonite. There is a mineral named vomitite. There is a mineral named nitebrite. There is a mineral named millerite. Let's see the final scores. Guten Tag, and welcome to Lie Swatter, the massive true or false trivia game. We can accommodate a huge number of players in a game. And yes, I am bragging about that. All right then, before we get started, don't forget, new players can go to this website and enter this room code to join the game at any time. Let's play. You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from these fact categories. There's a deleted scene in Star Wars that shows Luke playing pinball. Use your device to pick whether you think the fact is true or a lie. German chocolate cake gets its name from a man named Sam German. Amelia Earhart was the aviation editor at Cosmopolitan. The Elmer's Glue Factory was formerly a horse stable. Swanson released a line of chicken nuggets shaped like historical figures. The CIA developed a spy bot that looked and swam like a catfish. Skunks die after releasing their noxious spray. And here's where everyone stands at the end of round 1. Here are your next 7 fact categories. Hunter S. Thompson's middle name is Sasquatch. Kobe Bryant is fluent in Italian and Spanish. A lake exploded and killed 1,700 people in 1986. Wisconsin has fewer heart-related diseases than any other state. Cheetahs have an incredibly low sperm count. Nutmeg has the same effect on the liver as alcohol. Doing a handstand after sex significantly reduces the chance of becoming pregnant. Here are your scores. For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is former Jell-O flavors. Which of these Jell-O flavors really existed? And which ones did we make up? Celery. Coffee. BLT. Salmon. Chocolate. Deviled egg. Cream cheese and chives. Let's see the final scores.
BingePipe is revolutionizing main menu screens. BingePipe is the only streaming service to determine that people really needed to hear a voice talking to them all the time when they first interacted with the user interface. And we refuse to course correct on that decision.
Apple, fork,
Highway,
telephone,
democracy.
BingePipe. We are just another thing. Don't worry about it.
The following BingePipe programming is brought to you by reusable toilet paper. We're not going to tell you what that is or how it could possibly work. We just want you to think about it.
Most coaches want their players to succeed. Not Coach Jones. He's a massive dick.
Bears versus more bears. We hired too many bears and not enough other types of animals.
Thank you. You know, people ask me all the time, what is the first step to becoming an entrepreneur? And my answer is simple. Start following 90,000 people on Twitter.
Objection! Your Honor, this witness is clearly just a tugboat in a trench coat.
If you have more players than player slots, or you're just uncomfortable with the term player slots, you may participate as an audience member.
Hi, I'm Mike Builder, CEO of Jackbox Games. Sorry, I mean VP of BingePipe Gaming. Everyone at what used to be Jackbox is thrilled to bring You Don't Know Jack to BingePipe. We've been working hard to make the best game possible, sometimes going weeks without sleep. And if the praise I've been getting from the invisible elves who live in my teeth is any indication, we've been very successful. But why stop there? Each time I take a sip of dark purple water from the BingePipe water cooler, I get a new $1 million game idea. Like Day Drinker, Pickle Police, Cyst Blaster 64, Toilet Race, Too Many Wedding Guests, Space Deniers, Dank Meme Summer Camp, Guess My Stepdad, Everybody Help Grandma, Gamblity Blamblity Duplity Dee Doo, and Wordspud 3. So if you love consumerism, keep your BingePipe subscription up to date, and who knows what you'll see next. I'm Mike Builder, and I'm saying this of Mike Builder's own free will.
I'm Blake.
And I'm Chad.
And we're the Internet Brothers.
Watch us pull some sick stunts.
I went to a grocery store dressed like a dinosaur.
And figure out how to monetize our growing Instagram following.
What are the tax implications?
That's Blake and Chad. The Internet Brothers! We bought a dinosaur costume.
This is taking longer than expected. Just kidding. We prepare for everything. Everything.
Ugh.
What's the matter, Mark?
I'm trying to find my blood type, but these medical forms are just so complicated.
Oh, Mark, you silly idiot. You don't have to understand forms anymore.
I don't?
No, just send all your information to BingePipe and they'll find the answers for you.
They can do that?
Sure. Thanks to BingePipe's customer vault, I can send them my medical history, credit card details, voting record, deepest fears, food allergies, romantic preferences, and lucky numbers, and they'll sort through it to find the data I need and keep the leftover details for themselves.
Wow, that sounds great. Looks like I won't need this paperwork. And with the extra time, we can get dinner. Do you like burritos?
I don't know. I'll have to ask BingePipe.
Check out this great content streaming soon to BingePipe.
Gluten! It's like pizza, but for women.
Bears versus ducks. It pretty much plays out how you'd expect.
Okay, so it's a bet. If you can get the coolest girl in school to go to prom with you, I'll take a gender studies class that will teach me that women aren't commodities and challenges based on archaic standards of masculinity.
You're on, man!
Yeah! Why can't I cry?
The algorithm tells us consumers love upbeat music, so please enjoy thinking about your favorite song while waiting for other players.
So everyone has disappeared?
More like half the population.
Of Earth?
That we know of, yes.
But everything is different now because we're in space?
Unclear.
Is this a flashback?
Also unclear.
But we definitely have to defuse this bomb, right?
That part seems obvious.
I mean, I'm just making sure we're on the same page here.
This fall on the Exposition.
And, wait, are we related?
Unclear.
Damn it. Hey!
BingePipe is honored to be the new home of You Don't Know Jack. BingePipe. Trust the algorithm.
Hey, I'm Cookie. Welcome to BingePipe's very own You Don't Know Jack. Oh yes, this game has always been part of the BingePipe family, and anyone who says otherwise will be severely reprimanded. Trust me. Geez, with this many players, it'll be tough keeping the scores in my head. And right this way.
Time for question 1.
Let's start with Dan Brown's got Renaissance men in different area codes. Based on international phone numbers, if Leonardo da Vinci had a cell phone, what would be da Vinci's code? 39, 44, 101, or 3? Who picked what? Leonardo da Vinci lived in Italy, which has the country code of +39. So to call da Vinci, you'd need to dial +39, then his number. Now, da Vinci's PIN number, that'd be something I'd like to crack.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Try this on for size. The boy who lived and rocked. It's gotta be tough when you've defeated the most powerful evil wizard of all time, but that was 10 years ago, and now you work for the magical equivalent of the DMV. Anyway, imagine Harry Potter on a nostalgic kick makes a Horcrux shout-out Spotify playlist. Which song would Harry not include? Single Ladies Put a Ring on It by Beyonce, Cuts Like a Knife by Bryan Adams, Cold Hearted Snake by Paula Abdul, or Sign of the Times by Harry Styles. Let's see how that shook out. Harry was himself a Horcrux, created by an act of unspeakable evil, namely being a One Direction fan. Let's skip the insults. Nobody got it right. In the Harry Potter books, Voldemort shattered his soul into pieces, hiding them away in everyday objects. They were called Horcruxes, and no part of Voldemort's soul wound up in a knife. Because even Voldemort knew the greatest magic of all is a power ballad sung by a Canadian with a mullet.
Why don't we do it for free?
Let's try a rabbit as white as snow, and it's a dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a character from Lewis Carroll's Through the Looking Glass or a character from Game of Thrones. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between Through the Looking Glass or Game of Thrones. And you're all doing this together, so pay attention. All set? Here we go. The Red King. The Mad King. The Hound. The Gnat. Bandersnatch. Littlefinger. Hot Pie. The majority of you are just average, but you geniuses, you just plain sucked at that this or dat.
Binge pipe hurts when you hurt.
Sounds like it's screw time.
That is the truth, Cookie. Using the screw makes it harder for all the other players to answer in a variety of pleasurable ways. And you'll receive a bonus for each player who chooses incorrect.
Yeah, I was getting tired of this too.
Just one more benefit of your Binge Pipe membership.
I don't need you anymore.
This one's known as Ye Old Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. If Guy Fieri uses the traditional English definition of town, what must his flavor town include? A flavor fountain, a flavor market, a flavor cathedral, or a flavor jail? What'd you guys pick? To paraphrase Fieri, this answer is bomb.com wrong. Let's put this one on the flip-flop. That means this is wrong, I think. A town, according to traditional English standards, is a village with a fair or market. I thought an English town, by definition, had to have a little old lady solving local mysteries. Here's one I like to call Dealer or No Dealer. All right, just be cool about this, but who's Holden? The neighbor in To Kill a Mockingbird, the narrator in The Catcher in the Rye, the rich guy in The Great Gatsby, or the killer in And Then There Were None. Look sharp. My friends, player 2 has unleashed the screw. You don't mind reading the fine print, right? Okay, what'd you pick? Holden Caulfield is the narrator and main character of J.D. Salinger's famous novel, The Catcher in the Rye. But more specifically, who has drugs? Nice screwing, player 2. This is your cash now. That's the end of round 1. Let's see who's cheating.
Currently, player 4 is in the lead. Player 5, on the other hand, you could use a little help, and there's no shame in that. We have another screw to help our targeted numbers.
Round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't be shy about using that thing. The rest of you better answer quick or you'll end up screwed. Oh, and did I mention all the money's doubled in round 2?
You can take that to the bank.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Next up, Zeus's Build-A-Man Workshop. Which combination of these mythological hybrids would result in a regular full man? Head of a griffin, body of a centaur, head of a merman, body of a faun, head of a sphinx, body of the minotaur, or head of the chimera, body of Pegasus? So who got it? A sphinx has a human head and a lion's body. The minotaur has the head of a bull and a man's body. Now all you have to do is sew them together and voila, you've made an abomination.
Hey, question.
We'd like to offer you a chance to gain some content while also losing some other content. Would you like a formal question or a question that keeps things casual? Pick an option on your device now. Here are the votes. You have engaged with the process.
La vie est un canard. 7.
It's time for a formal question. To whom it may concern, I am inquiring as to which of these musical numbers was performed with aplomb by the effervescent artist Sia. Royals, fancy, chandelier, or suit and tie? Oh, here it comes. Player 5 has invoked the screw. Hey, who's ready for a little identity theft? Okay, who chose what? It will never be this one. Chandelier was a 2014 hit by Sia. Were we being clever when we made C the answer to a Sia question? Oh, maybe a little. Excellent screwing, Player 5. Here's that cash. Oh, and I see we have a name change. Like they say, a rose by any other name still gets screwed.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
This one's called Quick Fuel. Given how long it took last time, if you asked Earth to produce more coal, how would it respond? 1 sec, just give me 3 million years. 1 sec, just give me 30 million years. 1 sec, just give me 300 million years. Or 1 sec, just give me 3,000 million years. And how'd we do? You blew it. The hard coal currently on our planet first began forming 300 million years ago. Which really isn't that bad when you think about how long it takes a guy like me to get a text back. Take a good look at Ghosted. Reading which of these answers will not cause a supernatural entity to appear in my recording studio? Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Samara, 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 Beetlejuice, 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 or Candyman, Candyman, Candyman. Hope you like what you picked. Anybody see my wrong answer? Oh, here it is. In the Ring franchise, Samara is summoned by watching a videotape, not by saying her name. Oh great, now this recording booth is haunted by more than just memories of the horrible punchlines I've had to read.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
Coming up next, Ghosted also works as a category title for this question. Yeah, look, these 3 ghosts are still here, and I'm worried they'll try to teach me the true meaning of Christmas unless we find some other way to pass the time. What terrifyingly titled theatrical production could 3 ghosts and myself perform because it traditionally calls for a 4-person cast? Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, Death of a Salesman, The Phantom of the Opera, or Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead? I love this part. Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf features just 4 characters. Bloody Mary's Martha is pretty good, but Beetlejuice's Nick just dies on stage. It's time for the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And don't forget, it's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Girl groups. We'll give you the name of a group. You pick out the members. Good luck. Player 2 wins! Excellent job, Player 2. That was a close one, but you really did win. Miracles are everywhere. Just remember,
You don't know Jack!
I'm Kyle.
And I'm Julie.
We're best friends.
And siblings.
Or maybe we're dating.
It's super ambiguous. Right when you think we're for sure brother and sister,
we kiss.
but then we act so weird about it.
We just gotta be siblings.
Right?
Super ambiguous. Coming this fall.
Welcome back to the next Sound Effects star. Up next is Randall Smith, a contestant who has a powerful story about redemption.
My name is Randall Smith, and when I was 4 years old, my dad got killed by a cartoon character wielding a giant mallet. I was in the other room at the time and heard everything. From that point on, I decided to dedicate my life to turning sound effects into a positive force.
And here to present a piece he calls An Alpaca Making Love to a Fax Machine is Randall Smith.
This is for you, Dad.
Judges, what do you think?
I love what you're about, man, but I didn't quite feel that. The fax machine sounded more like a printer to me.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Randall, I love how inspiring your story is, but I have to agree. That sounded more like an alpaca having sex with a printer more than it did an alpaca making love to a fax machine. I'm out.
I disagree, but thanks.
These guys don't know what they're talking about. That really worked for me. You really took me there. It felt like I was actually watching an alpaca going to town on a fax machine. I'm in.
Congrats, Randall. We'll see you next week.
Binge Pipe loves our users so much, we gave you this menu screen.
Psst, join the party. There's room for more. Join us. Psst, join the party. Join us. Join us. There's room for more. Psst, join the party. Join us. There's room for more. Psst, join the party. Join us. Psst, join the party. There's room for more. Psst, join the party. Join us. Psst, join the party. Psst, join the party. There's room for more. There's room for more. Meow. Do not be startled. I am here to guide you as we explore the deepest recesses of your mind. You will build strange and complex worlds using only your imagination and your thumbs. A hypothetical situation missing one key part will be transmitted to your device, like this one. Ads before online videos have been banished. In their place are 15-second videos of this. They are not skippable. Is life better? There are infinite possibilities you could write in to complete this scenario. Choose wisely, though, because everybody else will then answer yes or no. And you will earn more points if you split the room. Fitting name, huh? For those of you in the audience, you'll be competing as one player. Your answers will be determined by a majority vote. Yes, even in a nebulous void, democracy is important. At the end of the game, the person who creates the most divisive dimensions will win. Got it? Good. Now let's begin. We're about to enter a dimension where anything is possible, so don't fact-check us, Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's time to split the room. Fill in the blank to complete the scenario. Time's running out. Roar. And now, Binge Pipe presents I Love Hate New York. You have been banned from New York City. You know what you did. In order to set foot in there again, you must do this. Do you do it?
Super Split.
The longer it takes the room to answer, the more bonus points you get. It's time for a steep discount. Your favorite store offers you a lifetime discount of 50%. What's the catch? Anytime you shop there, you have to spend an hour outside the building beforehand, rain or shine, and do this. Is it worth it? This one is called Private Karaoke Party. It's your parents' big anniversary party, and all they wanted was a private karaoke room for them and a bunch of their neighbors. You show up and realize the monitors are all playing videos of this. There is no way to turn off the videos. Do you let your parents rock the mic? Brace yourself for Mouth 2, Mouth. A fellow passenger on a bus requires mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, and you have CPR training. However, this person appears to have this for a mouth. Do you try to save their life? Feast your eyes on Mi Casa, Your Casa. You rent a vacation home. It's clean and cheap. There's only one weird thing. In the middle of the living room, there's a giant statue of this figure. You plan to come back to this area. Do you book this place again? Up next is proximity to evil. It's 1941. You're in the same locked room as Hitler, alone. The only object in the room is this. You will vanish in 5 minutes. If you try to kill him and fail, he'll win World War II. Do you try to assassinate Hitler? Here's where everybody stacks up at the moment. We've reached the decisive diminish. Everybody will be presented with a new type of scenario. There will be 2 options to choose from. Door number 1 is already provided. You will decide what's behind door number 2. Remember, you want to make it as hard of a choice as possible. Oh, and if you correctly predict a certain player's decision, you'll earn some bonus points. Let's begin. Write an option that you think only some people would choose. You have to pick your forever home. You're down to 2 options. One has doorways that are only 5 feet tall, and the other has this. Which apartment flaw do you settle for? Oh, and this is San Francisco, so they both cost $1.8 million. You didn't see that coming. you get some bonus points. Now for something different. You're the captain of a spaceship that has become too heavy. The only solution is to disengage the section containing the bathrooms or the part containing this. You are 2 months away from your destination. What do you get rid of? Moving on. You've died and become a ghost. You can either haunt the Newark Airport or this spot. Which location do you haunt? No bonus points for you. It all comes down to this.
Come on, wake up. Wake up. Welcome to Trivia Night, an endless onslaught of devious torment. But it's got trivia and stuff, and it's fun. I'm going to ask you a bunch of trivia questions. If you get a question wrong, you have to fight for your life in one of my super fun mini-games. If you do badly in the minigame, I'll kill you. But don't worry, ghosts can still win the game. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round where the living and dead compete to see who can escape first. And you can always be in the audience, it's just as deadly. Am I talking too much? I always overshare on a first kidnapping. Let's start the game. Okay now, first question. Which body of water borders Saudi Arabia? Use your device to answer the question. And the correct answer is... Who got the question right? The rest of you, let's go someplace fun. Welcome to the killing floor. Let's get artistic up in here. And no, this isn't drawful. I'm using it in a totally different way. Sheesh. Fashionable. Draw this thing the best you can and press send when you're finished. Now everyone gets to vote. I want you to pick the worst drawing. Pick the drawing that makes you go, oh, hell no. The votes are in. Let's punish the jerk who drew it. So, I just killed you and you're totally a ghost now. But don't go into the light just yet. Ghosts can still win. Death is not the end. Let's take a look at the scoreboard, shall we? Do you like it? I took an online C++ course. Aced it. I've got more questions for you. I know the answer to this question because I have a Google alert set up for crayon-related news. What color of Crayola crayon used to be called Prussian blue? Who picked this? The rest of you, I have a surprise for you. Welcome back to the killing floor. I'm going to ask you a question. Answer very carefully. What do you think of everyone else playing this game right now? Type an answer on your device and press send when you're finished. Now everyone gets to vote. I want you to pick the answer that you hate the most. The person who wrote the answer with the most votes will die. pick the answer that makes you kind of hangry. The votes are in. I actually really enjoyed what you wrote, but rules are rules. Back to the scoreboard. Let's try another one. Dang it, my smartwatch broke. More like a dumb watch, am I right? Anyway. What time is it? And the correct answer is this one. The rest of you who are still alive, let's go someplace fun. We're going to play chalices. I've given all the safe players a bit of poison to use. Pick a chalice to drop your poison in. Now it's your turn to play. Pick a chalice to drink from. Ah! I can't wait to see what gets picked. Hope it tasted good. Now let's see what everyone drank. Brace yourself. Surgeon General's warning. Poison kills you. Next question. I prefer rusty old iron, but what element is added to steel to make it stainless steel? Who picked this? Everyone is wrong. I have a surprise for you. Oh boy, everybody loves math. Answer as many math questions as you can before time runs out. If you do the worst, you die. Let's go! Math! 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 Math, am I right? All this math fun is about to end. Here it comes! But deep down, didn't you know one day math would kill you? Oh good, we're just down to one. Congrats on making it here alive. Now let's see if you can escape with your body. I'm going to give you a category. Houses in Game of Thrones. Tap on each answer that fits, then press submit. Let's see the right answers. You move forward one space for every correct answer. You're getting real close to the exit. Oh, did I mention that all the other ghosts get to play too? If a ghost catches up to you, then they will steal your body. Then they can escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And ghosts get a third choice to help them catch up to you. Decisions. Here comes the next question. Red wine. Anytime today? That just wasn't challenging enough. Can you stay out of the shadows? Simple machines. Kill your friend and come back to life. It's the only way. British Prime Ministers. You killed your friend! Better get away fast. Subatomic particles. I hate it when everyone gets it right. Here's another one. Family Feud hosts. Oh, this is so close! A real photo finish! 12 Apostles of Jesus.